Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear fellows, I hope that you people are doing well. The main purpose of making this video is to discuss the development done by the Revenue Division of the FPR. So now I discuss the main part of this development, that what does it provide. This There is a letter which is written by the Revenue Division to the Chief Commissioner Inland Revenue, and what that letter provides. The letter is basically issued against the representations which is received by the board. And what are those representations, in consequence of which the Revenue Division is compelled to serve the notice to the Chief Commissioner? There are some suggestions which are recorded that the field officers are recklessly issuing notices under section 122 subsection 5, read with section 122 subsection 9 of Income Tax Ordinance 2001. So why the attention of the Chief Commissioner is drawn towards these provisions of the law? These provisions have something on the basis of which the authority acquires the right to initiate the proceedings against the taxpayers. What is that thing? It is just a one word, which is definite information. And from last few years, the authorities of the Federal Board of Revenue are trying their best to misuse the word definite information without any bifurcation in between definite and indefinite. So I just draw the attention of you people towards definite information, that what are its parameters. For this purpose, we need to look into the words of section 122 subsection 8 of ordinance. It provides that definite information includes information on sale or purchase of any good made by the taxpayer. So first of all, sale or purchase of the goods made by the taxpayer. Second, receipt of the taxpayer from services rendered, means if service is given by the taxpayer and received any receipt, and such receipt is not disclosed in the return, then such information is definite information upon its non-disclosure. This is the second element. And third one, the acquisition, possession, or disposal of any money, asset, valuable article, or investment made, or expenditure incurred by the taxpayer. So, in simple words, if the investment is made by the taxpayer and such investment is not voluntarily disclosed in the return, then it is tantamount to concealment. And for this purpose, section 111 of Income Tax Ordinance 2001 comes into action. So, in simple words, I just concluded that if the sale or purchase record is not shown, a receipt is not disclosed, investments and expenditures are not disclosed by the taxpayer, then the authority has a preferential right to initiate the proceedings against the taxpayer on the basis of definite information. Now, what is gray area in FPR department? FPA department is taking the plea of definite information which revolves around the voluntary declaration of the taxpayer, meaning thereby whatever taxpayer voluntarily declare before the department just pick and choose the figures, means to say doing a fishing inquiry, and take out the figures and convert such voluntary declared information into a definite information. and initiate the proceedings for for harassing the taxpayers. Whereas a very good initiative is taken by the Revenue Division by writing a letter to the Chief Commissioner in which it is categorically provided that the scheme of law warrants that a taxpayer must be dealt with precisely as principle of justice and fair play. So the guidance of fair play is given by the Revenue Division to FBR. Now we look in future that how much FBR take a lesson from this letter. And secondly, it is also provided that initiation of proceedings on the basis of surmises and assumptions also need to be avoided, and the taxpayer need to be provided a proper opportunity of being heard. Whereas it is a settled practice in FBR that neither they provide a proper opportunity of being heard, nor they just initiate the proceedings on the basis of definite facts, whereas their whole proceedings revolve around the voluntary declaration of the taxpayers without applying any judicious mind. Now we just practically observe the strength of this letter in future, and I hope once again that FPR authorities will learn a lesson and uh, apply its judicious mind for categorizing definite and indefinite information for initiation of proceedings. So, dear fellows, if you need further assistance in regard of FPR related proceedings, then you may contact anytime and give a number. I will be available to assist you. Thank you very much. Stay blessed and out.